All right, here we are. We are at my kitchen table. This is the haul from one thrift store today. Um, my favorite St. Vincent de Paul, like I told you guys before, my favorite St. Vincent de Paul had a grand opening. They moved into a bigger building, and for the past month, they've just been stocking this building full of stuff and hardly putting anything in the old building. So it's been slim pickings for the last month or so, but I just knew that when this day came that there was going to be tons of good stuff, and there really was. Like I said, I spent about $170 on all this stuff, and I'm going to show you guys one item at the end that's going to pay for all of that. But I got a nice mix of things for my video game collection. Like you guys know, I collect video games, and the reason I got into eBaying was because I was always going to garage sales and not really finding much video game stuff, but I was finding a lot of other stuff that I could sell on eBay to pay for some video game stuff. So that's mainly how I got into eBaying, and I got a nice pile of stuff for myself, and then a lot of stuff to resell on eBay and get my money back. But let's start with the video game stuff first. I've got 4 of these trimmer packs. I paid $1 a piece for those. I'll put a couple of those into my collection. They're just a little, you plug them into the bottom of the controller, like an N64 controller, and they add like a rumble feature to the controller. Back before they had rumble features already built into the controllers, you had to have a pack to do that. So that's that. We got a few N64 titles here. It's funny because about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was there and they had a whole stack of N64 games. I never saw the system, so I don't know if someone else got that. But this must have been the remnants of that. I bought maybe 10 or 12 N64 games. Nothing too crazy. These were $1 a piece on these games for some reason. Usually their games are $2 a piece, but for some reason these were $1 a piece. So got these for $1. I actually think I have this Bomberman 64 box, but no game, so I'll be able to add that and have a complete copy of that, which is cool. It'll be my first complete N64 game. But got some decent titles: Bomberman, Banjo-Kazooie, Mischief Makers, and this one, I don't know what this one is. I have never seen this before. Extreme G XG2. Just so, nothing too crazy, but some nice titles. I always like picking up the old school stuff. Then we got here for the Xbox, regular Xbox, is NBA Street Volume 3, and then we've got this limited collector's edition Halo 2 there with a nice tin case. I like collecting those. I think I have the 3 and the 4, so it'll be nice to add that to the collection. Then I just got a green Xbox One, or regular Xbox. This is the original Xbox controller. Paid, what did I pay for that? $3 for that. So that's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Then I got this, which is very interesting. Never actually seen this before. This is a PlayStation 2, what is it? Like a hard drive, like a internal hard drive is what it's called. And it's specifically geared for Final Fantasy XI Online. So in this box is the hard drive, Final Fantasy the game, the startup discs, another piece that you plug onto the PlayStation 2 that you can connect like your internet into, an internet cord into. So this gave you the ability to go online with PlayStation 2. So nowadays that stuff's all built in, but back in the day you had to buy this special kit to be able to do that. Now this is something that's going to go into my collection. It's just cool. I like things with the box. All the stuff is inside there. What did I pay? $10 for that. And the funny story about that was, pan over here, I had these, I bought these Monopoly, U.S. Army Opoly games. They were marked $10, but they were on sale. Board games were 50% off, so I got those for $5 a piece, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually had 8, and when I got up there, I don't know. I was like, I'll take some of them back, and maybe somebody else will want to get them. So I actually ran back to the shelf to put. I think I had 2 extra ones. I put 2 extras back on the shelf, and when I went there to where these things were, magically that had appeared in the spot. I was like, wow, what's this? And I just picked it up and grabbed it and walked it to the register. I didn't even check the box because the lady was ringing me out. So I guess doing a good deed. I don't know. I had a change of heart. Man, I shouldn't buy all these. But then again, I was there with another lady we were talking about. She had asked me, how are you an eBay reseller? And I said, yeah. And she goes, also am I. But she got, I think there was about 12 to 14 of these. She got 7 or 8. and then I took the rest. And then when I got to the up to the register, I had a change of heart and took 3 of them back. So ended up with 5 of those. Paid $5 a piece for them, and they'll sell for like $30 brand new. So I've sold lots of Monopoly games in the past: cat, dog, horse, Las Vegas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So it's easy. One listing, quantity of 5, pretty easy. $30 for each one of those. So that's pretty nice. All right, so panning back over here, we pretty much got all of our bread and butter items here. Things that, as resellers we look out for. The Polaroid there, the Polaroid 600, Sun 600s that I sell to Retrospect. Paid $3 for that. That's $27.99 with free shipping all day. And they'll snatch that up in about 10 minutes. So very, very quick flipper. Don't mind paying all the way up to $7 for those. I actually talked about this in another video. If you're new to the channel, I make videos about what I sell on eBay. I do videos from where I've been buying storage units lately, so you'll see videos like that. This is the very first haul video. I've never gotten so much stuff to where I could actually make a video out of the stuff that I got from the thrift stores. But this all came from one thrift store that was having their grand reopening, is what they were calling it, into a new building. So got this for $3. I'll pay up to $7 for those. Like I said, sell them to Retrospect, $27.99, free shipping. And at $3, I'll make, $15 on that in about 10 minutes. So I'll do that all day long. Plus, easy to ship. Always get positive feedback from them. So real nice. And like I said, I pretty much got all the bread and butter items, like $1 for this Texas Instruments. Now, this is a TI-83. This is not the Plus. But even if it's not the Plus, that's still, something you're definitely going to want to pick up. I think I have 2 TI-83 Pluses. Now I got a TI-83, paid $1 for that. It's got the dust cover. So that's a no-brainer there. Got some remotes. I have tons of remotes for sale. These are all $1 a piece. I just grabbed all the Sony ones out of the basket. Because I know that at minimum I can sell these for $10. I haven't looked them up, so not sure if they're going for more than that, but at minimum I can sell these for $10. Very easy to list. $1 a piece, so you can't get wrong with those. And then we got, of course, our Sony CD player here. What did I pay for this? $2, I think. Yeah, $2 for that. Again, I've sold a lot of Sony CD players. I think I've sold this exact model for 15 to 20 a month ago, maybe. So pretty easy. If I did sell this exact model, I'll be able to just kind of sell similar and take new pictures of that, and it'll be good to go. I also got this right here. Let me see if I can get that light off. There we go. I got this Sony FM AM Walkman as well. This is still sealed. This hasn't been opened. Paid $7 for it, as you can see there. It's an FM AM tuner CD Walkman. Haven't looked it up yet. At the store, I was pretty much, not really doing a whole lot of looking up on my phone, but more because there was lots of people. When I got there at 8, the store opened at 9. I got there at 8:40. I was the third person in line. And by the time the store opened, there was probably 40 people waiting outside. So it was kind of a mad dash. But the cool thing was, I didn't feel like anybody was looking for the exact same stuff I was looking for. I pretty much felt like I got everything that I wanted. This store is huge now, but I would say 70% of it is all clothes. And most of the people there online went to the clothes section, which is fantastic. I went straight for the video games and the electronics, took a cart, and just honestly didn't really look anything up. Now, I don't need to look up remotes or calculators or Polaroids and things like that. These high bias, these are cassette tapes, still sealed, high bias. These are 50 cents a piece there, so these are all high grade tapes. So I'll lot those with some other ones that I have and make a nice lot out of that. Stuff I just don't need to look up. And really, things like this, I'm sure this will sell, $7 on it. It's still sealed. Packaging is a little rough, but, the items inside seem to be in good condition. So hopefully, like I said, haven't looked it up. Hopefully I'll still be able to, I'll be able to make some money off that, I'm sure. And then we got ourselves a phone set here. Love selling phone sets. Usually sell them. Lately I've been selling them kind of separate. I'll sell the phones as one listing, and then I'll sell the charger bases as another, and then I'll sell the main base with the answering machine on it as another listings, so I'll make 3 listings out of this. And always sell pretty good for me. I always pick up phone sets when I see them, if I can get them. I paid $3 for this. If I can get them $6 or less, usually I pay $2 or $3, like at yard sales and stuff. That's fine with me. I mean, the charger bases themselves usually sell, $10 to $12, free shipping, or like $7 with shipping. So, I mean, you got 3 charger bases there, and then the main base will sell for $10 or $12, and the phones will sell for $6 to $10 a piece, depending on the phone. So, make good profit, easy listings, easy shipping. That's what I like. And like I said, I paid $3 for that. Panning down here, we've got a Sony. This is a Sony Handycam CCD TR7. Haven't looked this one up yet, but this was $8. Kind of hard to see there. Paid $8 for this whole bag. Huge bag I didn't even look through it. I just saw that it was a Sony Handycam. Saw that the Handycam was in there. It's got the strap. It's got a bunch of cords. Looks like a bunch of extra stuff in there. So, really, again, no-brainer. Sell these Handycams all the time. Usually anywhere from $50 to $60, all the way up to I've sold ones that are $100. So I'll look this up. I've got a tape. I'll be able to fully test that. I'll check out what all these extra cords are. Sometimes you get extra cords and you can sell the extra cords separate, and I've done that before. So pretty nice pickup for $8. Again, no brainer. Don't really have to look those up. I'm sure I'll be able to get some money off that. All right, moving right along. Now this is kind of interesting, and I couldn't find any comps on this when I was just looking this up before the video started. But this is brand new. What did I pay for this? $5 for this. Uniden. It's a 2-pack of those walkie-talkies, 2-way radios. There it is. Still sealed, brand new, never opened. Like I said, I couldn't find any comps on this, and I didn't really dig too deep. But I mean, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to sell this and make some money off of it. I know 2-way radios themselves sell, so why wouldn't a 2-pack that's brand new sell? So that's what I was thinking at the store. Again, didn't look it up at the store. I just saw this was $5, brand new, threw it in the cart. Really, again, don't have to do a whole lot of thinking on that, which is nice. All right, here's this is kind of some of the more interesting things that I bought. It's different than I normally. I buy lots of calculators, remotes, video game stuff, Polaroids. That stuff is all pretty cut and dry, but this is kind of interesting. This is a Signia hearing system. Now, I've sold hearing systems in the past and done really well. Again, didn't look this up. This was $2. So when I looked at the back and it's all $2, honestly, at that point, I was like, I'm not going to waste my time looking this up for $2. I'll just pick it up and hope that it's something. But it looks pretty nice. Looks like it's got some extra batteries, I guess, here. Several packs of extra batteries. All the cords and stuff are in there. That is the one thing I did look inside to make sure all the cords and stuff are in there. But like you see, $2 for that. Again, a hearing system. I've sold hearing systems in the past for over $100. Now, I don't think that's, this is that expensive, but still, I mean, it's something that I'm sure I can make some money off of. And here's kind of the same thing. This is a hands-free communication set by Jabra Pro 930. So looked inside, made sure all the cords in there. It actually looks brand new. I'll sell it as pre-owned, but it looks brand new in there. Again, didn't look this up. What did I pay for this? $4. Paid $4 for that. Threw it in the cart. Didn't really think too much about it. And I'll look it up a little bit later and look it up further. But again, communication systems, hearing systems, things like that, hearing aids, those things tend to sell pretty well. So I'm sure I'll be able to get a nice price out of that, hopefully. All right, now here is probably the second nicest thing. Again, I have one thing that's going to pay. Again, I paid $170 for all this. I have one item behind me that's going to pay for all of this, just that one item. But this was a pretty nice pickup. This is a Sony Explode boombox. Now, I paid $8 for this, which is a great price. Unfortunately, it did not have a power cord, but I'm pretty sure I can pick up just a generic power cord for this. No problem. These sell pre-owned anywhere from, I've seen as low as 70 all the way up to 120 pre-owned. So I'll get a power cord for this. I'll clean it up. It's a little dirty, but it's really, really nice. I'll test it out, clean it up, and I'll probably put it closer to $100 is what my initial thoughts are. but pretty good for $8. A little nice little Sony boombox there for $8. Now, as always in all my videos, I like to save the best thing for last. And again, I bought this item, and it will pay for, again, all of this in one item. And let me show you guys what it is. This is when I saw this on the shelf, I don't know if anybody else saw me running, but I was running to pick this up, but I could not believe that this was there. Let me show you guys what I got. Okay, I still can't believe this. Check this out, guys. A Nintendo GameCube Game Boy player. Now, if you don't know what this is a thing you plug into the bottom of your GameCube. It screws in, actually. And then it's got a disc that you put in the GameCube, and you can play Game Boy games on your GameCube. So it's a pretty cool little item. I paid $10 for this. The beautiful thing about this, guys, this is brand new. Never been opened. Still sealed. You can see the disc. That's the disc right there. That disc alone. So I just sold one of these in the last What Sold on eBay video. A pre-owned one that had been opened. I sold it for, what did I sell? $80. So the base part that you actually plug into the Game Boy player sells for about $20. But the disc, that's the thing that gets lost often, is that little disc you put into the GameCube. Now that thing sells for like $55 to $60 just for the disc. But again, this is brand new. This is sealed, never been opened. That will sell. I saw comps as low as $160, and I saw comps going all the way up to $220. These are sold. Sold comps up to $220, $230 for that. So could not believe that was sitting on the shelf. I was pretty happy when I got a pre-owned copy of this like a month ago at a garage sale for $5. Really happy. Flipped it for, like I said, $80. But I could not believe that there was a brand new one sitting on the shelf at the local thrift store. It's unbelievable, honestly. I just couldn't believe. I'm going to say it again. Could not believe. I'm sure people saw me running over there. Like when I saw it, like, is this really life right now? Is this real life? But super, super excited about that. Now the collector in me, this is kind of the, I can already hear the finance department in the background saying, oh, yeah, you're going to sell that. The collector in me wants to keep this because, honestly, when am I ever going to find a brand new copy of this Game Boy player still sealed? Probably. I mean, I found one this time, so I can't say never. But the chances are very, very slim to find one of these. So the collector in me says, man, that would look awesome on the shelf. A great piece for the collection. Really, this is the kind of piece that you have in your collection that when you're showing off the collection, this is like a piece that you actually, I'll check this out, man. Can you believe this? It's a piece that you talk about. So, but I know the finance department, aka my wife's going to say, we're going to be selling that, right? So, and for, $170 up to $220, I do collect video game stuff, but I typically, for me to keep a piece that expensive, it would have to really, really mean something to me, something I had in my childhood. Now, this I never had. I did have a GameCube. GameCube is one of my favorite systems. I never had the Game Boy player, so it's not something I grew up playing and was really attached to. So, great chance that I'm going to be reselling this. Like I said, this one piece alone pays for this entire lot, and then everything else on top of that is going to be straight profit. So, just some fantastic scores at the local thrift. This is my favorite thrift store I went to today. This was just from one store. I've got a few other things from other stores, but nothing fantastic. Didn't even put them in this lot because I wanted to show you guys just what I got from one place. So, again, guys, thank you for watching. Check out my other videos. I do What's Sold on eBay videos. I've been buying a lot of storage auctions lately. So I've been making videos about those, and I actually have a couple of storage auctions coming up here soon. So hopefully I'll win those and be able to make videos. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for the support. Appreciate it. We hit over 100 subscribers, which is fantastic. So I want to thank you guys all for that. Thank you for those who have watched, commented, subscribed. I really, really appreciate it. YouTube's been a lot of fun, and it's really added a different dimension to the resale game for me. I love talking about it, and really my wife was pretty much tired of me talking about it all the time, so I had to find some outlet for me to talk about it and talk to other people about it. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.